Okay, what's up, everybody? It's your main man, Artistic Light Work, aka better known as Art Dog, here at the Roundtable. And I just got off the phone with Marfugo, aka Adam Marf, and every time I get on the phone with him, or whenever I watch a show, I really enjoy this dude. Man, he is like a real big inspiration to the cause of the people and getting the information out there. I just want to keep one thing in mind, all fun and games set aside, it's fun to do what we do as YouTubers as far as like getting the information out there, being serious about what we do. Um, Me, myself, like I was telling Adam, I had to delete a lot of the content that I had over the past couple of years because uh, yeah, the alphabet people were keeping tabs on me, and I'm pretty sure they keep tabs on everybody. But when you start talking about things like Skynet and especially with things that are going on right now with CV and just everything that's going on right now as we speak. One thing I want to get everybody to see is, well, rather to wake up and smell the coffee on. The stage has been set. Like, what is it? It's a book called Plato's Allegory, and the stage is being set. So the puppet masters, I love these things, but the puppet masters are pulling the strings for the puppeteers, and this draconian way of thinking for the opposition is going to eventually come to an end. So we're at war right now, and a lot of people do not see it. And I'm convinced that a lot of people do not see what's really going on. They're doing this state by state. A lot of y'all need to go ahead and do your own research, because right now, like, if I could do what I want to do, I do have my hard drive back up and everything, so I'm able to produce the whole content of my show like I want to. But right now, I'm just on YouTube. I wanted to do a live stream, but for some reason they were not letting me do a live stream, so I'm pre-recording this right now. But I would like to do my regular shows as scheduled, like I was doing. And Adam, thank you for encouraging me. I mean, it's not too many out there that will say what you said to me today. And I really want to thank you for encouraging me to like get back in the groove of things and putting the information out there and getting people to wake up. I know one thing. This sounds so good. Oh, mm. I know one thing. For what's going on in California, for what's going on in Washington, state of Washington, this is just a precursor to what they're trying to implicate over the other 46 states of America. California is on lockdown to the point where, you can't drive out in the streets. The roads are being closed permanently. Maybe in certain counties, maybe across the whole California state. Me personally, I would hope that that's not the case, and maybe it's just a county by county case. But from what I heard, and from what the the mainstream media has put out there, that they even want to get it to the point where they're not, they don't want anybody driving cars out on the streets of California mandated by 2025. Now, you go ahead and do your research, because that's what I encourage you to do. I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want you to take anybody's word for it. Do your research. Do your research. And so you can see actually what's going on state by state. They're implicating a new world order, a new way of life that would be up under their way of seeing it through their eyes. And we're not gonna go for that. That's not how we want to live our lives. We we as the American people, and I don't care what color you are, because at this point, I've looked at history repeats itself, and throughout history, you know, it's been more so of a racial separation of how things have came to a point where now the whole country's in trouble. Not only are black people suffering, not only are Latinos suffering, not only are the Asians that are born over here or that have came over here and established their businesses, they're also suffering. Um, Caucasian people are suffering. Everybody's suffering. To the point where we're at a point where in the term of this presidency of the man that is running this country, it's not looking good for him. Um, he himself, in my lifetime, I've never seen any president be up under dictatorship or control over a country where the employment rate is this high. And I don't even need to give the numbers. I'm not going to give the numbers because I'm not trying to be like the mainstream media, because they're out there with this draconian mindset and they want to lie to everybody. They want to lie to the American people. Do the research for yourself. Look at how many people are unemployed. Look at the actual numbers on how many people have caught the CV virus. Um, this is a hour by hour, day by day, week by week thing that is progressing very fast, and they're testing everybody. They're testing you. They're testing me. Like I told, like I asked Adam and all the Marfugal fam, when is it going to get to a point where, now I'm going to repeat to say this, when is it going to get to a point where we're talking about all this stuff, we're talking about everything that's going on, but when is it going to get to a point where we all band together and actually meet up, in spite of the stay-at-home policy and stay safe? Oh, you don't want to catch the coronavirus, we're trying to wean it down. Look, you're either going to get it, even if you stay quarantined, you're either going to get it or you're not. They don't even have a pinpointed exact confirmation of how this virus is contracted. They're coming up with all different types of scenarios or different types of excuses of how you can catch this virus. They just know that, oh, we want to vaccinate you. We're going to vaccinate everybody. You're not vaccinating me. And just to let that be known, and y'all shouldn't let them come to your homes or even entertain the idea of vaccinating you and your children. looking at how things have progressed with over the past couple of weeks to the past couple of months, it seems like that they're trying to eradicate our Bill of Rights. They're trying to eradicate the Constitution by implicating a medical martial law, which is a bunch of BS to me. Um, and even looking at how the Dems and the reps are like quarreling like little kids in the schoolyard. They can't even be true leaders. Can't even They're oath breakers. And that goes all the way down to the local police. The only people of authority that I see that is actually standing up against this tyranny is local sheriffs. So, shout out to all the local sheriffs that are standing up against this tyranny. Shout out to any other authoritative figures that are standing up to this tyranny. We're actually, and it gets to a point where y'all have the power, we have the power, but y'all need to make them step down. This is our dog here at the Roundtable, and just food for thought for y'all to think about. I'm out.